Hi, welcome to a Catia v5 video tutorial. I want to do the multi-body housing, which I did not long ago in Onshape and Fusion 360, and which I've done a long time ago, I think 4 or 5 years, in Catia. So it was not in HD and it was without audio commentary, and now it should be with audio commentary and in HD. So let's have fun with Catia v5. So let's start with our planes. I need one plane parallel to this one, and the distance should be 36. The next one should be 88. The same on the other side. So this should be, let's reverse direction, make 36, and the next one again from this one, reverse direction, should be 88. Then I need one parallel to this one, and the distance should be 44, and another one, and the distance should be 90, and the last one down below, reverse the direction, it should be 5. Okay, so let's rename this one and call it reference planes. I will need some bodies, so I will go for insert body 1, 2 and 3, one left, one right, one in the center and one as okay. Let's change the names. This should be right plus, this should be left plus, this should be center plus, and that would be sort of, and call this the stiffener plus, stiffener plus. Okay, I could rename these planes as well, but in Catia I think it's not necessary because I can see which plane is which one. So let's go for a sketch on that plane, and you should make sure that you're in the correct body. So I will go for the right plus at the moment, so I will change it to right plus. Okay, see, and that's the body in which is now in work. So let's go for the sketch on that plane, hide as usual the yellow projected elements, and this should be a rectangle which looks something like this. Okay, I don't want these parallel constraints, so I will delete them, and this line should be a center line. Yes, Okay, now this should be coincident to that plane, this one to this plane. There should be a distance, and that distance should be let's go for it like this and change it to diameter, and the diameter should be 94, and this center line should be aligned with that plane. Okay, leave the sketch, make a revolve or a shaft, make it 360 degrees and confirm. First body. Maybe I switch this to shading with edges. Now I want to go for the left plus. That would be another sketch right on that plane. Hide as usual the yellow projected elements. Again, it's a rectangle, and again I don't want these constraints. Make this one a center line, give it some constraints. This line should be in that plane coincident, this one in that one coincident, this one in that plane coincident, and there should be a distance, and that should be a diameter, and it should be 94 again. Make a shaft, confirm. Now let's switch to the center and another sketch on that plane. Hide. That would be sort of a rectangle again. Yes. So go for a rectangle. Maybe like this. Delete the constraints and make this one a center line. This should be a diameter, and that might be 80. This line should be coincident to that axis, this line to that plane, and this one to that axis. Okay. Leave the sketch, make a shaft, confirm. So I got 3 bodies. Now go for the stiffener. You could do it like this, define a work object, and you could hide these bodies, or just go for make only the current body visible, but then you won't see the planes. So I will hide this one and maybe the center one. Okay, another sketch right on that plane, hide, and this could look something like it goes up over here, and I don't want to catch those constraints, so that would be okay. Or just press shift and you won't catch anything at all. Maybe like this. Okay, that's okay in this case. Now this should be coincident to that plane. This should be coincident to this axis. This should be coincident to that axis. This should be coincident right to that plane. This one to that one. And this one to that one. Okay. There should be an angle, and that angle should be 45 degrees. 45. Okay. Now there should be a distance, therefore I need that point. So I will do an edge fillet, and I will keep the two lines. This should be for construction only, and that should be 12. And the distance between this point and that line should be 42. Okay, leave the sketch, make an extrude, make it mirrored extend, and the distance should be 50. Sorry. So it should be 25 to both sides. Okay. Now I could do all the fillets, or I could mirror this one. I will go for a mirror, so let's go for mirror. I want to mirror that body. So symmetry, and that's the plane, and confirm. Now let's hide for a moment this one and do the fillets. So go for fillet. This one should be 12, and that one should be 12 as well. Okay. The next should be 6, this should be 6, that should be 6, this one, that one, and of course this edge right here, and that edge. Confirm. Let's show the other ones. Show, show, show. And let's do of course you have to switch the bodies, so go for the right plus first, make a fillet right here, 6, okay, switch to the left one, again make a fillet right here, confirm, switch to the center one, and make another fillet, and confirm. Now I could add those bodies together into one body, so I will go for another body, insert body, and the name should be housing plus. Housing plus, and I want to rearrange these bodies, so go for the part, reorder children, and I want to move the housing plus up below the part body. And now I could put them all together. So go to Boolean operation, add, and you would have to select them before you add them. So let's go for right plus, left plus, center plus, stiffener plus, and go for add and add it to the housing plus. So select it once more and confirm. And now I got all these bodies right here. And one thing's missing with the center, so I will activate the center body. So go for center. And let's make another sketch right on that plane. Cut the part by the sketch plane. Hide these yellow projected elements as usual. And this should be a rectangle. Maybe like this. I don't want to use these constraints. And make this line a center line. Distance should be diameter, and that would be 5, 6. And this line should be right there, coincident. This line should be coincident to this one, and this one could be possibly to that plane. Coincident. Let's take a look. Yes. Leave the sketch, make a shaft, and confirm. Now make this the active body, define invoke object, and I got my exterior. Something's missing. The fillets with variable radius is missing. So let's go for a fillet. That would be one with variable radius. And let's start right here. So that's 6, that's okay, and I need right here one. So click right here, select go for a midpoint, select this one, then double click, make it 20, and I need at least 2 endpoints, one right here, which should be 6. Let's take a look. 6, and over here as well another endpoint right here. That's 6, and we should use this point, so go for another endpoint. Maybe right here. This should be 6, and here again create endpoint and 6. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's okay. And the same here, here, and there. So another radius fillet, variable radius fillet, select right here, go for an endpoint here, another endpoint there, and another endpoint right here, over there, and one midpoint here, and this should be 20. Confirm. That's okay. And two more. Six, and add an endpoint. One, another one, another endpoint, and another one, and a midpoint, and this radius should be 20, and confirm. And the last one, 6, and again endpoint, another endpoint, 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 and one midpoint, and change this one to 20, and I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see more, give it a like down below, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.